In February 2013, I had just come back from the US, where I spent 3 weeks working on myself. It was a stimulating time. I began to realize that I can do anything I set out to do. Whatever that may be, I can do it, if I just have heart and willpower. After I came back, I began to evaluate my life. Am I doing what I really want to be doing in life? I had several conversations with important people in my life. One of those, my brother. He sent me this life development plan, a 45-page PDF document that aimed at helping you understand yourself, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. I thought I might as well give it a shot. I gave myself some quiet space. I locked my door, I opened my curtains, I pushed the window open, and took a breath of fresh air. And I set out to figure out my life. The life development plan first asked me to identify 5 situations that made me feel happy. Then 5 situations that made me feel proud. And 5 situations that made me feel fulfilled. I had just come back from the US with positive situations and experiences. So I filled these out quickly with the recent memories I just had. The next step was to derive my 5 core values from these situations. I'd write a value I felt I had, and then I pressed backspace. Then I typed it again and deleted it, and typed it again and deleted it. How was I supposed to come up with only 5 core values? Then at the bottom of this PDF document, there was an interesting proverb. It read, "Have you heard the talk of the old Cherokee teaching his grandson about good and evil? He told him that everybody has 2 wolves fighting inside them. One wolf is good, loving, humble, benevolent. And the other is greedy, envious, selfish, and arrogant." The little boy looked at the old man intently and asked, "Which wolf wins?" The grandfather replied, "The one you feed. That one will surely win." Our values determine which wolf we feed. I realized then that those values are not what I embody right now, but those that I want to embody. The values I want to see in myself, the values I want to strive for, to become. This new way of thinking carried on to the next section of my life development plan. In this section, I was to write down my dreams. Not just any dreams, all of my dreams. At least 100 dreams.
Wow.
Do you have 100 dreams?
No.
I surely didn't. But I began to think about everything I possibly and could and wanted to do in my life. From climbing Mount Everest, to becoming a professional actor, to going into outer space as an astronaut. I frantically wrote down everything. Not worrying about being realistic, whether I'd be able to achieve them or not. All that mattered was me and my dreams. I could accomplish anything. The next section was make the right choices. There was a quote in this section as well. "The hunter who chases 2 rabbits catches none." Oh boy, I had just come up with 100 dreams, and now I tried to identify the most important. I began to compare my dreams and sort them. Which ones were the most important to me? Which ones resonated? I categorized the dreams into life areas like career, education, relationships, finance, health, passionate pursuits, public service, and spirituality. Each of these categories had 3 dreams in it. From these total of 15 dreams, I chose 5 that I wanted to work on right now. The ones that were most important and dear to me. I wish to share 2 of those dreams with you today. Like many of you here, I had a dream to complete the Competent Communication program in Toastmasters. I'm achieving that dream today. The second, thank you very much. The second dream is to ensure that in this world, this world is food secure. That means there's nobody starving in this world. I dreamt big and worded it with emotional and powerful language. This was the dream that I wrote down. It is August 1st, 2038, and I have just given a speech to the General Assembly at the United Nations. We have successfully eradicated food insecurity. Everyone in the world will wake up tomorrow morning and have 2,100 calories to feed themselves throughout the day. We must continue on this path to ensure production, storage, and supply of food is continually improved. Because every day, we have 370,000 new mouths to feed. But we can do it. After I made this dream, I began to work on a specific action plan to achieve it. I came up with the global food movement concept to educate, connect, and empower all stakeholders in the food supply chain. I connected with academics in the field, and I researched feverishly to understand about the industry. However, as I learned more about the industry, I began to think, there are so many people in this world who are doing so many amazing things. How can I bring about change? Who am I to try and solve this huge problem? The more I researched, the less I felt I knew about this topic. It was like people were piling books and books of information on me, and I could hardly get through chapter 1 in book 1. So I put it aside. For a month, it was at the back of my mind. Every day I'd want to work on it, but never made the time to. And today, I leave for India in a few hours to speak about the global food movement at a food security conference. I have realized that it doesn't matter what happens. If I fail or I succeed, if I can solve this problem or not, that's not what matters. What matters is I tried. I tried with all my passion and all my commitment. As I felt in February, as you must always remember, you can do anything. Especially if research bogs you down, or politics get involved, or people, always remember that catching any dream starts with believing in yourself. You can do it. You've got the heart, and you've got the willpower. Thank you.